यार, कभी सोचा है ये बड़े बड़े लग्जरी होटल्स में नई नई डिशेस कैसे लॉन्च होती हैं?
या कभी सोचा है ये होटल्स कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजीज या डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स का यूज करते होंगे?
और जब पेंडेमिक जैसी क्राइसिस आती होंगी तो मैनेजमेंट कैसे संभालती होगी?
अगर ये सवाल तुम्हारे दिमाग में भी हैं, तो इनके जवाब मिलने वाले हैं।
Hi everyone, my name is Sakshi
And my name is Navya.
We are the student of hotel management here at the Galgotias University.
और इन्हीं सवालों के जवाब जानने के लिए हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी ने ऑर्गेनाइज करवाया है एक एक्सक्लूसिव विजिट होटल क्राउन प्लाजा ग्रेटर नोएडा में इंडस्ट्री लीडर के साथ।
तो तैयार हो जाइए एक्साइटिंग लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस के लिए।
Crowne Plaza as a brand has been there for quite some time. We are present in more than 100 countries and there are more than 400 Crowne Plazas worldwide. So we are one of them. Crowne Plaza predominantly caters to the modern day business traveler. Not only do we limit ourselves to being present, we also have a lot of boosters and a lot of applications that work within the hotel. Human factor is going to really multiply even higher. Right? People will have to really think about how do I connect a human to another human. Galgotias University definitely is one of the premium institutions that we have in the country, driven by very passionate dean and the leaders that you have at your college.
We are at the stunning Crowne Plaza Hotel, Greater Noida. Crowne Plaza Hotel is a part of Intercontinental Hotel Group, and this one is the largest Southwest Asia.
We are meeting the man who runs the show, the general manager, Mr. Sharat K. Upadhyay. Could you please share a brief history of Crowne Plaza Greater Noida and what makes it unique in hospitality industry?
Right. So Crowne Plaza Greater Noida is we're about 13 plus years, so fairly a very new hotel in town. It's only about a decade old. Crowne Plaza otherwise as a brand has been there for quite some time. We are present in more than 100 countries and there are more than 400 Crowne Plazas worldwide. So we are one of them. And Crowne Plaza predominantly caters to the modern day business traveler who are traveling for success. And being in Greater Noida, I think we've got a double advantage with the opening of the Jewar Airport and other commercial and non-commercial development that's happening in and around the hotel, right? So our distinct strategy is to position Crowne Plaza Greater Noida as a upper upscale business luxury hotel. We also very proudly hold a very large inventory of rooms. There are only a very few hotels in whole of Delhi NCR who've got the capacity to match our strength, 400 rooms, about 50,000 square feet of banqueting with a separate convention center and 6 food and beverage outlets. So we'd like to leverage the strength of Crowne Plaza brand, IHG's enterprise, our large scale that we have within the hotel and ride it with the development that's happening in the economic front to position Crowne Plaza as the most dominant hotel in this part of the world.
Since we have seen there are so many restaurants in the hotel you just recently briefed us about, there must be some new innovations by the chefs as well, yet there are some classic recipes. How do you balance everything inside a menu to give the guests new experiences, yet never fading on the previous ones?
See, food and beverage is very localized in terms of its nature, right? So you'll have to really keep in mind who is it that you're catering to. Right. So in our case, we have very diverse restaurants. We have Oriental, Asian, casual dining to a fine dining Indian restaurant to a Belgian beer cafe to an all-day dining mosaic, right? And these cater to different guests. Now, our guests are changing as well. So you might have a guest who's traveling for business in the afternoon, but the same guest in the evening becomes somebody who wants to go to a bar. He does not remain a corporate guest. He becomes a leisure traveler in the evening, right? So the personality and the persona of the guest also changes, throughout the day, throughout the week. And time and again, our chefs are very creative. They work around a lot of food promotions and events just to break away from your regular menu and give a different flavor to our discerning guests. So it's keeping intact the essence of the recipes, but at the same time make it exciting, right? Give time and again, keep having these events and promotions and bring that excitement in the restaurants.
Yes, sir. Sir, you recently talked about the digital trends, that everything is going digital. So how are you trying to incorporate this digitalization in your marketing strategies? As in, what are the digital platforms that you are using? How are you digitally promoting your brand?
At a very basic level, we are present digitally online, right? From social media handles to our own brand website, everything is digital. Not only do we limit ourselves to being present, we also have a lot of boosters and a lot of applications that work within the hotel. Like, for example, in our bar, you've got a feature which is called Dynamite, right? Which can, based on demand, change the price of your restaurant menu, right? So if the demand is high, the same beer can be 25 rupees less or 25 rupees more. You also have very sophisticated customer relationship management system where the moment a guest talks to you, the system is intelligent enough to combine all the factors, saying that, okay, now I came for this, she ordered a chicken tikka and a burrito and things like that. It will report that and says, oh, she has a preference of a table next to the window, right? So we use a lot of technology to understand our guests so that next time she visits, we're able to seamlessly deliver the service that she wants, right? Similarly, there are multiple other applications, that we use in our hotels to drive our revenue. Our revenue platform at any given point talks to 30 different landscapes in the digital space. Like, for example, right, in order to decide what is the room rate that should be there for me today, our systems talk to, let's say, what is the airline load factor coming into Delhi, right? Is it high or low? If it is high, the system is intelligent enough and say, listen, your rate is low because people are coming into Delhi, you want to hike up your price. So, there's a lot that's being happening in our hotels.
Yes, that's so true, sir. Sir, as we have seen during the pandemic, the COVID time, you managed the hotel with such success that it became an example for us students to look up to. So what are your suggestions to other hotel managers to manage their hotels in a times like this?
I think one of the good things about COVID that we all learned is things can change abruptly, right? Without much warning. Nobody thought that we will probably get into a lockdown for more than a year. Hotels literally shutting down, okay? And 60-70% of the hotel and restaurants within India became NPA, non-performing assets, right? So one thing that I have learned myself is how do you balance your cash flows, right? You really have to have a lot of cash with you to sustain for a longer period of time. How do you utilize the power of a brand and its total enterprise, especially during COVID? We were able to manage that because we're a globally connected brand, right? So business was not necessarily coming from Delhi. It probably was coming from Norway or Denmark or somewhere else, right? People were traveling for different purpose during that time as well, right?
All right, sir. So as we know that technology is everywhere, so how you see technology is for future, that how it shaped the hospitality?
I think technology is going to bring a lot of efficiencies in terms of how and what we do at the hotels, right? So if the same analysis of a P&L report earlier used to take, let's say, 4 hours for a GM, nowadays it probably takes half an hour, right? And not only in terms of the data part of it, but also in terms of getting things done, right? Also in terms of how connected are we, right? So you can really find out what's happening in my hotel in real time if you're digitally connected. So technology, I think, is really going to speed up a lot of things, right? It will drive the efficiencies of doing business. But one thing technology will never be able to do is take away the human touch, right?
Yes.
You've heard it before as well. It sounds like a cliche, but it is true. You know, the consciousness of a human being about how do I feel who you are, The machine can only learn from the past data and what's been fed into this, right? The machine will never be able to understand, oh, Nabet does not look, or she seems to be in a hurry right now, right? So that human touch will always remain. And I think post-COVID, when you're talking about the experiences in hotels, it's that human factor is going to really multiply even higher, right? People will have to really think about, how do I connect a human to another human? How do I enable this human to create an experience while he or she is in my hotel, right? How can I help this person? I think that human touch is going to really become more powerful.
So, what can I expect to be a day in the life of a general manager like?
It's exciting. There's never a dull day. There's never that 2 days are never similar. While end of the day, a GM's role is to make the hotel successful by making its people successful, looking after our guests and the owners and the company. But the days vary very differently from day to day, right? And I'm in the hotel by 8 after checking my office emails for about half an hour. I love going on a round of my hotel to look and say hello to my people who are working day in, day out to make our guests happy. I take a stock of what's happening, what happened last evening. I meet a couple of guests during breakfast, right? Around 9:30, we have our morning meeting, which is pretty traditional. By 10 o'clock, we're done. After 10, I have series of appointments. Either I'm visiting my clients outside for business, I'm on a sales call, or I am engaged in one of the hotel's activity within the hotel. And then I also have one-on-one catch up with my department heads. So every day I'm meeting somebody for half an hour, trying to find out what are they going through and how can I help them, right? And my day typically ends by 7 o'clock, and I am generally out of the hotel by 8.
All right. So now a question about our university. So the Galgotias University is playing a role for shaping the young professions. So could you please share a few words for the Galgotias University?
I think you're at the right spot. Galgotia University definitely is one of the premium institutions that we have in the country, driven by very passionate dean and the leaders that you have at your college.
And thank you so much, sir, for your time, and thank you for the learning you have given for us.
Thank you. I enjoyed talking to both of you. Thank you.